This video is to go through the crazy ball exercise. This exercise asks us to create a ball that changes its position in a random location on the screen every 100 milliseconds. The first thing we need to do is add a circle to the page, and then we are going to set a timer to move that circle every 100 milliseconds. To start with, let's create a variable at the top that's a global variable for the circle. We don't have to define it up there, we just are declaring it as an object on the page. And then inside of our start function, we will set up the circle. It's already been declared as a variable, so you can just start with the word circle, the variable name, and set it equal to a new circle that has the radius of the other variable radius. And then we're going to set the position in the center of the page, which is get width divided by 2 and get height divided by 2. And then last, you add it to the page. Go ahead and run your code and make sure you have a circle on the center of the page. The next thing we need to do is create a function that moves the ball that is called on a timer. So this right here, set timer move ball, is calling the move ball function every 40 milliseconds. We are going to have a function that calls every 100 milliseconds. I'm going to call my function crazy and call it every 100 milliseconds. And then let's go below our start function and define our new crazy function. Inside the crazy function, we are going to use the randomizer. So I'm in my docs into randomizer to set a random X and a random Y location to set the circle position. The assignment asks us to keep the circle on the screen. And what that means is our X would have to be between the radius, so we can't go lower than the radius on the X because the circle would go off the page since the circle is drawn from the middle. So our range is going to be between the radius and the width of the screen minus the radius. And then the height will be between the radius and the width and the height of the screen minus the radius. The randomizer needs a variable. So var x is equal to randomizer.nextInt. And our range is going to be radius and get width minus the radius. The y variable would be almost identical to the x, except it is randomizer between radius and get height minus the radius. The circle is already an object on our page. Now we just need to change the position. Set position between x and y, whatever those random numbers are. And then let's run it and see what happens. All right, last we just need to change the color. In our docs, we have a randomizer.nextColor. So we are going to just take that randomizer.nextColor and put it into the setColor method. Circle.setColor and then paste randomizer.nextColor and take the semicolon and put it at the end.